Up to $3,900 is a selling price of an Australian 10-cent coin, and plenty of them are worth more than just 10 cents. So this video, I'm going to show you what to look for and the prices they can go for, and we'll look at pictures and charts and books and information and stuff like that, so you know exactly where to go and where to search things out. All right, let's jump straight into it. So Australian 1966, the first year of the Australian 10-cent coin, and this coin here is rotated. So when you hold everything upright on this side of the coin and you flip it around, the coin is supposed to be pointing straight across here to 3 o'clock, and this one is rotated, pointing up at an angle. So one of a rotated coin from 1966 sold for $100 a few months ago. So definitely keep an eye out for the 1966 10-cent coins. Next is a 1985 10-cent coin right here, low mintage. So this coin here, only 2 million of this particular one were produced, and a recent selling price range on these is $6 to $15. So definitely keep an eye for the 1985s. It's one of my favorite circulating coins to look for. You can also find these coins here. This one's a 1987 10-cent coin. This was only produced for special mint sets. So they didn't produce any 1987 10-cent coins for circulation, for spending and the like. So you're not supposed to find these in circulation, but sometimes you do, because people have collections and they might have a mint set and they'll break it apart and actually use it to spend. But yeah, they're worth a bit more than that. So this 1987, $6 to $10 is a recent selling price range on the 1987 10-cent coin. So keep an eye out for those. And I'll show you here on my coin value lists, there's a few different years for these mint sets. So in the green shading here, so 1986, 1987, 1995 and 1996, and also down here 2023 and 2024. So a few different years to keep your eye out for those special mint sets that weren't supposed to be in circulation. Okay, the next one along here is the 1991 10-cent coin, low mintage. So only 4.8 million of these particular coins were produced. $2 to $8 is a recent selling price range on the 1991s. So definitely worth keeping an eye out for those. Then what have we got here? We've got a 1997, which is another low mintage coin. So $1.75 to $23 is a recent selling price range. 5.7 million mintage. So they made more of this than they did of the 1991, but some of these sell for a little bit more. And I believe the reason is that the high quality coins are in the mint sets, and they didn't produce that many mint sets in 1997. So the high quality coins sell for a bit more, which is interesting. So there you go, 1997. Now the next one, I haven't got one in person right here. I do have one somewhere, but it's called a 1999 large head. So there's two different styles, I suppose, that they produced in 1999. So I've got a picture here. This one here on the left, there's a bit of a gap between the letters and the rim of the coin, and that's called a small head. And this one over here, the letters are pushed right up against the rim, and same with the letters on this side of the coin over here. So there's hardly any gap at all. So that's called a large head. So larger queen's head, smaller queen's head. The larger heads are harder to find. So $4.50 is a recent selling price range on the large head. And some people like to sell them as a pair. So small head and large head together. So keep your eye out for the 1999 coins. The 2011 10-cent coin is a really good one to look for because they didn't make many that particular year. So $5 to $50 is a recent selling price range on those coins. So definitely keep an eye out for those. Only 1.7 million of those particular coins were produced. This one's one of the only commemorative designs that were produced for the 10-cent coin. So this is a 2016 changeover coin. And on the bottom of the coin here, it's got 50 years. So 50 years since Australia changed from pre-decimal currency to decimal currency here in Australia. So pre-decimal coins like pennies and half pennies, and we changed to cents and dollars in 1966, and this is 50 years on from that. So that is a commemorative coin. So these here, a recent selling price range, $1 to $5. 6.2 million of these particular coins were produced. Then we've got a 2018 10-cent coin, which is a low mintage date. $2 to $7 is a recent selling price range on these coins, and only 3.3 million of that design were produced that year. Then on to the 2019. So in 2019, they had two different designs of the Queen. So this is the second design, the newer design. It's got the necklace on the Queen, and they didn't make as many of this particular one. So only 2 million were produced. So $1.50 to $4.25 on this one with the necklace on a 2019. So definitely keep your eye out for that. Then we jump into some specialized coins, So let's have a look at the chart right here. So there's things like a double Queen's head or a double obverse coin. And I'll show you a picture in a book in a moment. So $800 to $2,500 is a selling price range on those coins. There's been a few found from 1975, so definitely keep your eye out for that. Then there's also a double lyrebird or double reverse error, and $1,220 to $3,300 is a selling range on those ones there. So I'll show you a picture of that in a book in a moment as well. And there's also that really rare $3,900 coin. I'll show you a picture of that too. But just before I jump to those books right there, yeah, so the 1966 have got a couple of the rotated coins, so definitely keep an eye out for rotations. You can potentially find them on any year. So sometimes people like to just rotate every single coin that they're searching. Then you can find errors like this one here. This one's got a clip. So in the minting process, it can get a bit of a clip like this, and it can add value to the coin. And it also can have an effect called a Blakesley effect. So where the clip is, directly opposite, you can get this little it's like a mirroring of the clip over here, and that is what can happen. So when you find a clip, when you find something like that, look directly opposite the coin. You can just see a little bit of like a fading or a bit of a clip on the other side of directly opposite. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Then you can, coins that are in really good condition are worth more than face value too. So any coin that is in really good condition, I like to put them aside. This is a 1982 I found, just in very, very nice condition. And this one here, this one's got a little bit of toning to it. It's got a little bit of goldish type tones to it, in really good condition again. That's a 1983 coin I found right there. I wonder if that one's a little bit rotated. Let's check it out. Maybe. The coin looks like maybe down on a bit of an angle there. Interesting. I like it. And then I personally like to put aside coins that are just interesting for me too. So this one here, it's got a bit of funny coloring on the coin. I'm not sure what's caused it, but it's really interesting. It gives it a lot of character. And so it's quite dark. I'm not sure if it's been in a well or something like that. Hopefully everyone's dreams came true that the coins were down the well. But there you go. Let's jump into the book now. I'll show you the book. This is the book here that has some prices and also things to look out for from the error side of the coins. So the Renix Australian pre-decimal and decimal coin errors. I've got a link through to this book in my links, so you can get through this book and pick it up. Also my coin value lists where you've got the coin values there as well. Get through to that through the links as well. But let's jump in, have a look. So this is the double lyrebird coin, and one of these sold for $3,300 and one sold for a little bit less than that. I think this is the one that sold for $3,300 and this one sold for a little bit less, but this one looks a little bit better quality. But there you go. That's just the way it goes. Everyone's different. Then we've got this coin here. This is a double Queen's head. This is a 10-cent coin from 1975. A few of them have been found. So that's what you will be looking for. So definitely keep an eye out for those. Then interesting things like this. So this 10-cent coin, it was a misstruck coin. And yeah, so it's only got sort of half the feature, and apparently that's really bent up. It doesn't really show it in the picture. It doesn't sort of come across in the picture, I suppose, but the metal is apparently like at right angles just about. So this part here is in a different direction to this part here. So that'd be awesome to have something like that. Then we'll go on to here. So these are some of the prices for. This is a really interesting coin here. So this is the 1984 $1 coin that was struck on a 10-cent planchet. Now a planchet is the piece of metal for a 10-cent coin. So that's a mule coin from 1984. And one of those sold for $3,900 in 2011. And another one of those, same thing again, 1984, struck on a 10-cent blank, $3,700. So a picture of that is this right here. So this is the $1 coin, and it's struck on a 10-cent piece. So 1984, check your $1 coins, and what it will be is it won't have any rim. There'll be no sort of rim on the coin because it's on a 10-cent piece, which is a lot smaller than or not a lot smaller, but a bit smaller than a $1 coin piece of metal. And yeah, so a couple of those have been found, $3,900. So definitely worth keeping an eye out for those particular ones. And then just before I do sort of wrap this up, this is what I tend to like to do too. I like to, when I'm going through coins, I'll put them into a little case like this. So I've got different years in the different slots here. So I've got all my 2011s. That's a very low mintage year. I love my 1985s. They're probably my hardest circulating coin to find, the 1985 10-cent coins. So one of my favorites, and I haven't got too many in there. Then we've got the 1991s, the 1997s. And I jump over here to the 2019s with the necklace, and these are the 2019s without the necklace. Whoops. So that you can make up little sets, but they made a lot more of that particular design than they did the 2019s. And then I've got some 2018s in here, the low mintage date, and a few of the 1966 10-cent coins, so I can check them for rotations in there as well. So it's good to have little carrying cases or dividers and stuff like that to put all your coins into to keep them separated. There's also folders that I like to use too. So I've got coins in folders and I've got coins in these little cases that you can pick up from places like Renix. So I've got a link through to the Renix website on my links as well. So you can pick up these little holders you can put coins into that you want to keep nice and protected. So there's lots of options there, but gee whiz, some of these coins can be worth a lot of money, and if you know what to look for, then you are in with a shot. You're in with a shot. So stay tuned to my channel. Follow along, subscribe, and follow my channels, and like. And if you've got any comments, comment away. And yeah, you can get onto my email list, pick up a free guide I've got through the links in my account, and I've got coin value lists of all the different denominations of coins too. But yep, appreciate all the support, and hope you have a great day.